Please, you send it. Alright, I am unmuted. I'm about to go full steam. You ready, John?
I'm ready.
Welcome back, everybody. McBoat here. I am going to be playing Horizon Zero Dawn.
And I'm John, and I'm going to watch him play Horizon Zero Dawn.
Alright. I've already started a new game plus, and it's on ultra hard, and I guess you want to explain or want me to explain what the new game plus even means?
No, you bring it on.
So what New Game Plus is, it's a pretty neat feature where once you've beaten the game on, the first playthrough, it lets you start the game over again. But the caveat is that you get to keep all your gear from that first playthrough, and also the enemies are a little bit harder. And then I'm playing this on Ultra mode, which means it was already harder with that, so it's even harder. I mean, that's pretty much the gist of it.
Are you still one-shotting the red dot guys, or do they have enough health that it's actually a problem?
It takes a couple shots even for them, so
Cool.
My focus is receiving another signal.
Alright, I'm receiving a signal.
Ooh, she's shiny.
Yes. Some special armor you can pick up.
That sound. Hear a lot of that sound playing Horizon.
Yes.
I must be closing in on the signal.
Ooh, what's that?
A tall neck.
Hey, Saloy.
Looks just like Ross described. The signal must be coming from its head. I need to get up there.
Ayla was very good at letting you know what's going on. A little too much sometimes. It doesn't always let you even try to figure out what's going on.
She got that external monologue.
Yeah. But these tall necks, they're not bad guys. They are simply just basically map keepers. My map now. And the way this game works, only parts of the map that we've been to will get revealed.
What does the fog of war?
Of course, this is like the initial area you start in, so it's all pretty much revealed. But once you get out of this area, there's some grace here. Pretty much all clouded over, so you can see some icons about some major points of interest, and some of these quests that I have on my list here are showing some spots, but otherwise I have no idea. Or you might not have an idea of what's up here. Of course, once I play through this at least once, I have some idea.
This is a long enough game, though, but by the time you get to the end, some of the stuff at the beginning is a little foggy.
Exactly.
Oh, he got eyes on you. Something does. You're hitting a dinosaur with a wooden arrow.
A
Robotic dinosaur.
mechanical, robotic dinosaur.
And you showed him. The shattering effect of the arrows is always cool.
Another one spotted me. Another two spotted me.
Beautiful shot. It's been a while since I've played Horizon 1. In playing Horizon 2, you cannot melee dinosaurs.
You can, it's not the same.
It's real hard.
Yeah.
My memory's real foggy. And in 1, does that work? Is melee an option here? Or is it best to keep it range?
You can mix it up. It really is actually a good strategy to mix it up. And sometimes you just, like, if they're right on you like that, you have to kind of just...
Huh. Nice.
Now, are you a traps guy? You take the time to set up traps?
A little bit. I do like to take my time, so I do like to sneak around. Usually I'm ranged, and I will set up a lot of traps if,
Hell yeah.
I should be able to jump onto the tall neck from here.
So what I'm trying to do here is get onto this tall neck so I can lock its secrets.
Oh, no Twisted Anarchy. I'm just hydrating. I'm just trying to make sure that my voice doesn't go out by the end of this thing. Shoutcasting is always very hard on the voice.
Thank you again for doing that. That's always enjoyable.
It's
to hear
fun.
you do that.
Especially when it gets Jared all riled up. It's always the best. Bon voyage!
Made it. Now to climb up to its head.
This looks like one of the more straightforward tall necks.
This is the first one to encounter, so it's definitely the easiest. But they all have their unique ways, and Forbidden West makes them even more interesting.
I know. I wouldn't want to be poked in the head either.
Doing her Minority Report thing.
Everything along its path. And a sense
Now
when
that when I look at the map,
Ooh.
whole area.
It was all fogged up before.
Yep.
Seeing some dino markers.
So these are showing some hot spots for where certain types of the machines like to congregate. So it's a reliable place to get things, especially if you're looking for particular parts or if you're looking for that particular machine for whatever reason.
Now in the new game plus, does
Sheets.
like there are definitely parts in the game where you're like, ooh, they knew what they were doing. Like
Yes.
someone sat back and looked at it and was like, yeah, we got that right.
What's neat about that electrical charge too is if there's any enemies nearby, they're wiped out. That's
Ooh,
nice. Yeah.
I haven't run into that before. That's cool.
That's really cool. Alright, so the quest I have active is to go and meet up Varl and Sona. Sona is the war chief of the Nora tribe, and Varl is her son. And they're basically embarking on a mission of revenge, because some enemies had come in and attacked the Nora, so we are enacting revenge on them.
Hell yeah.
So I think the next thing I'm going to do is show how to ride a machine, catch and ride a machine.
Ooh.
You may have noticed when I was on that tall neck, and we pretty much took over the tall neck and extracted data on this Aloy's weapon here. It's pretty much just, a lot of blue glowy tech. That's kind of the whole deal, is it's like kind of like post-apocalyptic, but then also a lot of neat tech kind of involved too. And what this tech does, it can override machines, and that's effectively what I did with the atomic. I overrode the machine.
Looks like she stabbed it and then did some Tai Chi. And it was like super friendly. That doesn't look nearly as friendly.
No, hands. I don't want to engage that guy.
So do they increase your like upgrade cap for your bows when you go into Game Plus, or like are your weapons going to be weaker in general because they can't be upgraded as much?
I don't think there's a cap, and in fact, some of that stuff that you've, at least parts of those upgrades do carry over. Yeah, I've already upgraded some of the stuff, so all that carried over too.
Cool.
I'm wearing a Shield Weaver. It's a special outfit that you have to do, kind of go out of your way for to collect some things, and then in order to get it, but it's worth it because it has basically like an overshield component to it. That's why my health meter is blue instead of red, because
Saw that you were taking a hit and it was regenerating. Optimus left me a specific message that said, make sure to talk about the Power Weaver armor.
done.
Like, I remember it being a big pain to go and find all those items.
Yes, you have to go on a quite quest to get what you need for that. Definitely worth it though for the Game Plus playthrough.
Really good sound effects too.
Yeah, sound effects are great, and like you said, sometimes you just can't help but just stop and just admire the views. You can just tell they poured a lot of love into this game.
I remember seeing a promo for the first one that was talking about that they wrote AI software that would help them procedurally generate environments, and they'd go and tweak them. So like they would set parameters like this plant can only be in these types of not just biomes, but like these locations and biomes. It's like a water specific one. So if there's a river, you might find this plant here, but otherwise it won't appear in the rest of the biome.
That is really cool. I didn't know they utilized that, and that's what there are particular plants like that by the water that are going to be like the health, providing qualities. This guy, he is now my friend.
Hell no.
Let me ride.
Oh hell yeah.
Excuse me. Pardon.
Very important part of the game. Turkeys.
A lot of wildlife.
I can get out of this.
Fortunately, a lot of them are necessary for certain things that you need. Like, say, for instance, if you want to increase your capacity for like traps and potions or resources, you can do. You can actually craft carrying capacity, but you need. Oftentimes, you need animal parts for that. So, I'm gonna actually go ahead and. I have a couple of these available.
The Jarbatov went to bed, but before he went to bed, and after he was slipped a wet 20, he made a $13.17 donation that just says, "Oops, all odds." See, I like odd numbers. I just like them in the donation amounts, not in the donation totals.
Nice being able to read off round.
Yeah. There's a big thing over there.
It's also nice being able to read off increased amounts no matter what. So please, donations come on. What are you looking at here, Joe?
Off to the right side there, just a little bit. Looks like to the left. Again, on the other side of the river, looks like you got Bellows guy over there. Acid Bellows dudes. This is another game where I renamed all the dinos in my head, except the Thunderjaw. For some reason, that one really stuck with me.
You may have noticed too, I've already used it a few times. I see it here, but Aloy is wearing a focus, is what it's called. And I right toggle that, and I can actually gain info about the environment, as well as friendlies, enemies. So I can actually see what these enemies are, and what their weaknesses are, if they have any. And also, there's pretty much like a kind of like Breath of the Wild. There is a compendium machine catalog here that you can actually look at and read up on the different parts of a machine, what loot they provide. And if you're trying to 100% this game, which I have actually already done that, you need to first find them all.
So it's like Pokemon.
Yes.
Alright, you gotta catch them all. And you gotta catch them all, like, several times.
Riding through.
Yeah, jeez, calm down. Oh, we're cruising. Now, can Aloy scale like in Skyrim? You basically just run up like a sheer mountain face.
Yeah, and you can force it just like in Skyrim too. Now, Forbidden West, they made it a little bit more difficult. There are definitely some mountains, rock walls that you can just you cannot get through. Not perfectly though. I have found some spots where you can sneak up through. But they definitely improved that in Forbidden West. Alright. As part of, there's actually kind of a 3-part main quest line in this game. And this is one of those 3 parts.
Devil's Grief. Foreboding sight, huh?
Don't you ever wonder what it used to look like? Back when the old ones lived here.
You're not like other Nora.
That's what they tell me.
You look serious.
War Chief? Our scouts found enemy camps in the ruins, guarding the approach to the Ring of Metal.
Then we should hit those camps first. Make sure they stay quiet.
Agreed. Wipe out the camps, and our enemies in the Ring of Metal won't see us coming.
I'll take out the alarms.
We'll send Braves to each camp to lie in wait. What you start, they'll help finish.
Alright, so I need to clear out the 3 camps before we go to their main camp where they're hoarding a whole bunch of what they call blaze. And as you imagine, it's
Braves!
stuff that can be caught on
It
fire.
is time!
Are you
Time to fight!
gonna blaze it up?
Kill.
Yeah.
May be time to die.
That's what we're here for.
We will
That kind of quality content. Well, in real life, that would be a very dangerous area. Halo looks like a beast. Navigate that with no problem.
Yep.
Running water and logs are not to be messed with.
If you don't mess around with it. Yeah, that actually debated
Save these for the
starting
trail.
just from the beginning of a New Game Plus, and you actually get to see her like training.
Not a lot of gameplay.
No, at least New Game Plus skips the whole like when she's younger part and
Okay.
right to the 2 days before the proving. Because part of her story is that she's an outcast who has to do a special kind of a event to become a part of the tribe. But of course, as she pretty much wins and dominates the event, it's overrun by these enemies here. That's why we're taking revenge on them.
That is a long jump. He looks different.
Yeah, so this guy has what's called corruption. And that stuff will hurt you.
Very Princess Mononoke.
Cultist thug.
Seems like you have a slight competitive advantage here.
A little bit. Yeah. So that's the alarm I need to take out. And then I need to take out the camp. Down we go.
Not gonna walk that one off.
Take a look at this corpse.
Yes, yes. Come take a look at this corpse.
You can see them. They can't see you.
Someday we'll have video games. But don't do this.
Someone slaughtered one of us.
So let me stand like 10 feet away from it and see if it gets me too. Come on, my dude.
Actually hoping to get closer, but no problem.
Like, I don't know, set up like a police line or throw some rocks into some bushes and see if anything hops out. We'll get there someday.
Someday. I mean, it's impressive how far we've gotten. Period.
For sure.
Nothing there.
For sure.
Idiot.
He's got some scuba gear on. Anything interesting about that scuba gear on his back?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Probably not gonna kill them, but I guess not.
I'm after the signal.
You got some lightning on that stick.
Alright, well, I tried to get them first, but... Camp.
Well, damn. Deer.
Savage.
Brutal combo.
What we got? We got this guy. That guy.
He's deep. Well, all right then. One camp down.
Camp down. One of my favorite parts of the game.
Looting the bodies.
We have what we need here.
Money, 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 money.
Speaking of monies,
Any new donations? Let's go check. Yep, still rocking 3813.
time willing, if there was a donation for me to be swayed to go a different direction in this game, we could certainly consider that.
Ooh, health potion.
What else we got around here? Blaze. Oh, the blue are good guys. See wildlife. You can actually tag wildlife.
Ooh, nice.
I can help you hunt them if you need the parts.
A quick way down.
Ooh, purple. Fancy.
Ancient debris. Love the ancient stuff that they label.
My favorite are the wind chimes, which are just like keys.
Yes. Yeah, the resources here will go through a couple quick ones. So, ancient toothpick, which looks like a Swiss Army knife type of thing.
Sure.
Corkscrew. That's sold off. Ancient black bracelet, looks like a watch. Ancient bright bracelet.
There were a bunch to collect in Forbidden West and sell. They were marked as junk, but there was one I never sold. I collected as many of them and always retained them, and that's eyeballs. And there were a lot of spots in the game where you would open up a chest in a dark area and there would be an eyeball inside, a metal eyeball.
Yeah.
And I cannot figure out what the devil they're for.
I can't either.
And it was a lot of eyeballs, like a lot of eyeballs. It's like, oh yeah, here are your groceries, ma'am, and an eyeball to go with those groceries.
That's a good point. I have no idea. I have wondered what those were supposed to be too. I have no idea.
Maybe I could understand if it were like glasses or something like that. Nope. Straight up eyeball with like ocular implants and all that stuff. So if there's a lore expert for Horizon out in the chat and they can clue us in on why there were so many eyeballs spread around the map, I would appreciate it so much. Ooh, throw a rock. Oh, you're gonna Hansel and Gretel him. Yeah, the stash mechanic in Forbidden West I used a lot for collecting as many rocks as I could.
I just kept going to see how many I could get. I think I got it in the 60s at one point, but
I don't think there's an upper cap.
oh.
Mess with the honk.
Yeah, it's nice thing about the spear is that, yeah, that electrical charge you're talking about, it, you get a few hits on an enemy and you stop it taking it down, yet it will build up electrical damage on them. It's pretty nice extra.
Not bad.
There's a lot that I'm deliberately leaving out because I know this game's been out for 5 years, but if you haven't checked out this game yet, do yourself a
should be
favor,
played.
check it out. It's such a fun game. Kind of get overshadowed because of Breath of the Wild, because I think this came out literally a week or two before Breath of the Wild did. Definitely worth checking out.
Got a more focused story than Breath of the Wild.
Yes.
We can easily get lost in Breath of the Wild. Boring. This is a little bit more focused on like getting you through the story of Aloy and the Nora.
It's a really neat story too. It takes a couple turns you didn't quite expect. And they didn't force it either, I don't feel like. They,
Remember the broad strokes. It was very enjoyable.
They saw me. This is it.
Signal time!
no, not signal time. No signal.
I missed!
Survive that?
Don't run out now! Fight!
Alright, Naruto Mask, calm down. This character right now does not have an overabundance of health. This fight seems like genuinely dangerous.
Yes.
Sometimes in overworld games you can easily burn through that kind of like,
For all mother!
oh yeah, so no problem.
Yes. Right there.
It's another thing where it's like someday this will leave video games, but exploding barrels still here to stay for a little while. Your shield.
For the secret
Takes time to
land!
recharge.
Yeah, there's a little...
We did it for all mother!
It's very interesting, the various
Thank all
belief
Mother,
systems that
that's
have
over.
developed through the different tribes too. Like Nora are all about the All-Mother. These cultists are all about the Sun God.
Sun King, very kind of Egyptian themed
Yeah.
For all mother.
as far as culturally goes, but like completely different aesthetic.
Almost a similar thing though, where they even have the belief that the Sun King is the Sun God, or
The embodiment of them.
yeah. Alright, so one more camp, and maybe I'll do the third camp right this time.
I don't know, any camp full of prehistoric cultists that you can walk away from seems to be a good camp clear.
Alright. You just get to a certain point where you just kind of overloaded with how much stuff you get and the resources you get that you just start kind of, I don't know, at least for me, I just started not being able to read it anymore. I'm like, alright, I know it's going to my stash or at least my inventory here.
The economy in Horizon 1 is very generous.
Yeah. It's still not bad in Forbidden West either, though.
No. If you want something specific, it's not too bad, but I was going down a path when I was playing it, like, I'm going to upgrade everything. It was like, yeah, you're going to have to grind out a little bit if you want to do that.
Yeah. Considerably easier in this game. To upgrade everything. That's what I was trying to get as close to 100% as I could in Forbidden West, and I got to about 95%. There's just so much, especially with those upgrades. There's just so much to do. I'm gonna do what I typically do. Oh, the guy. Where's mice? No, I need to take it right there. I have to stab it. I can't just shoot it.
Means you're gonna have to get in close.
Yeah. And actually, the interior, or at least back to what you're saying about my outfit not recharging. Forgot I'd actually swapped it out. I'm in my stealth armor.
Oh,
right
okay,
now.
that makes more sense. Pause.
Goodbye.
Yeah, she almost squirrel suits it there. She's like full extension, flying across the screen.
Now you can see her focus a bit better. But yeah. I think they added a mechanic to Forbidden West. You do this too many times. She stumbles, I think is what they call it.
Nice. Ooh. Are you using a sharpshooter bow for those?
Yeah. More damage and definitely more control too. And obviously the range. Let's see that guy.
Sneaky, sneaky.
Sneaky, sir.
Well, he is really intent on whatever he was doing.
Sorry to interrupt, but
We've been trying to reach you. Oh,
just
I
watch.
hate that. Oh, rude. Give me back that arrow. Right there, just put it back in my hand.
Unlike games like Skyrim or Breath of the Wild, you cannot.
Yeah, you spent that arrowhead.
Not here.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, someone found the corpse, so now they gotta.
Dead, but not long. Watch out.
He's here somewhere.
Watch out. Now, the regular game playthrough, not the new game plus, but when you do this whistle, you won't necessarily get so easily spotted. But I think because of Ultra Hard too, you can do it once, but then if you try to do it a second time to that same enemy, then they go red.
They're suspicious.
They
Too
go.
Oh
suspicious.
well,
Okay.
You've overused it. Another nice little element they add to make it a little harder. And then, of course, in Forbidden West, they got rid of it. They don't even have the whistle. Westy.
It isn't as bad here as it is in a few other games, but I think Skyrim's the worst culprit of it, where like you can just like fight a humongous dragon and knock it out, and then a group of bandits will like target you and be like, "Let's fight him," and I'm like, "I just killed a dragon."
Did you just not see what I could do?
Yeah, what chance do you guys have? I do appreciate their gumption, you know.
Oh yeah.
You gotta respect the effort they're throwing down, but guys, come on, man. That giant sawtooth, I just took him out, and you know, what are you gonna do here? Oh.
Fight back, damn you all!
Yeah, fight back.
Okay.
Alright,
Sure, dude.
Let me actually now switch back to
Let's- Put a little jab in there.
You did.
Somebody wrecked the signal!
Yeah, I did.
Dude, you're you might want to. Nope. Okay. Yeah, just keep shooting those arrows. You can surrender. Nope. No, you really want to fight it out.
Heavy shot! At last! I knew we'd be praised!
Alright. Yeah, got that alarm destroyed that time, so good. Alright.
Twisted Anarchy says, "Huh? What was that noise?" My friend looks like his feet are hanging out of that bush. Let me go investigate. Yo, man, I'm going back here. I'm grabbing a torch. I'm burning that bush. Yeah. I'm gonna call 5 more dudes over. I'm gonna stand around looking to see what pops out of that section of the grass.
Also, I'm gonna have the whole squad with me.
Yeah.
If looks like, you know, someone is dead.
Huh? Someday we'll get there. I always wonder if we could already achieve that, but like we're not prepared for it, or if it's still like a thing that's just too hard to code.
Seems like something that would be. I guess it depends.
I remember playing the original Far Cry a long time ago, and one guy would shoot at you while another guy threw a grenade. And it was like, oh,
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah.
It might just be we're not ready for that type of mechanic in video games. It'd be too hard if they grouped up.
Seems like it'd be a
you.
lot of coding to do, and maybe they could do it in just, you know, smaller sections or segments. You know, like to have like one group do that, so you don't have to have every and then you do that.
Twisted says, "Well, dude, I'm gonna go grab more swords, and I'm just gonna start throwing them in that bush and see what happens." When we play Chivalry, there are a few really bunched up areas where that's my solution to the problem. Is like, I'm not gonna go run over there and fight guys. I'm just gonna pick up all the weapons people have dropped, and I'm just starting throwing them at people. So close to a level. Close.
Onto this. Look,
That is a big
clearly
building.
looks like a skyscraper. So this area is going to be supposed to be loosely like Denver/Colorado Springs.
Yeah, the Gorilla's a little generous with how quickly Aloy can travel across the
Yes.
the mountain and west coast.
Yeah, like Forbidden West, it's quite quick jump
You're
to
like,
some major points.
Here's
in the
Las
game.
Vegas, and now you're in San Francisco.
Now to
You
the
just had
ring
to
of
cross
metal.
just this one mountain
Its high
bridge.
walls protect the enemy.
It's okay.
We'll have
They're
to
working.
stay
They're working with what
behind.
they got.
Under
Yeah.
fire if we're detected.
I have another idea. Their base has a weakness. Send me in alone, and I'll exploit it. If I'm successful, I'll blow a hole in those walls big enough for the entire war party to charge through.
Sounds like a plan. So long as I get to come with you.
A war chief should be grateful for 2 arrows so eager to spring from the bow. Yes, Varl. Go with Aloy as her spearmate, but be vigilant.
Yes,
Being,
Worship.
5 years ago, like
I will.
these interactions are pretty good, but I noticed in Forbidden West they're so much even smoother,
Yeah.
more natural
Go
too.
now. We wait on your signal.
Because Varl is one character who
Featured prominently.
you get to see. Yeah. In fact, if anyone's watched even just like any part of even like the intro or beginning part of Forbidden West, he's part of the like the initial training for the game.
Open
so-
cutscene. Yeah. They turn a little bit cleaner, a little bit smoother.
Mhm.
Right? She just kind of like
You know, it's like a little bit more
like turned on the
robotic.
dime. Yeah. Very very crisp military 180.
But how would you know that this base has a weakness?
Patience, Varl. You'll know soon enough.
You're like, Ring of Metal. Oh yeah, that looks like a stadium. 1,000-year-old stadium. I do like the fact in Forbidden West too, something they address a little bit more is how clans would be definitely falling apart a lot more, and there are times where you're climbing something and it just gives out right on you.
Up you go.
Take my hand.
Not much time left here, so I'll try to get this done. Gotta at least get the payoff here, the explosion.
Take the one on the right.
Dude, Varl, you were supposed to take the one on the left.
Where are you, Varl? There you go.
About 5 minutes.
Two more. You take the one on the left.
Varl.
Varl?
Man.
Varl?
Help us out. I'm sure he's fine.
I'm sure you get
See that covered
Whoa,
shelter?
where'd you come from?
Just teleports in. Did you take care of? He's fine.
Stockpile of it. If I set it off, the explosion will destroy those corruptors and collapse the wall too.
A breach for the Nora to charge through. Can't hit it from here, though. We'll need to get closer.
I'll get closer. You head back, tell Sona the plan, and lead them to that side of the ring.
I'll see it done. And when the wall collapses, I'll be first through the breach.
Now all I have to do is make it all happen.
Fellows.
I can do this quietly. It'll be a lot easier.
What you mining there, man?
Yeah, why are you just mining this side of a...
Oh, I'm a grass miner.
underneath a, fence?
I have a bumper grass harvest this year. Oh dear. Okay. That one looked painful.
I just need to get an angle on that blaze and shoot it.
Hoping you can tag on enemies.
Ooh, this path.
Are their paths. And that handy. Especially for setting traps.
I should be able to hit the blaze from
Very
here.
good.
Alright, here we go.
Boom, baby. I'm all about that.
Looks like we're introduced.
Well, we just kill these enemies, but I think it's about time here,
It's
so...
about time.
Thanks for watching, everyone, and I believe up next is Ag Spice with Breath of the Wild. So I'm going to cut to a commercial break here. I believe we're on number... And
Well, we had one more donation, I think, from Matt. Hope things are well for all of you. Thank you.
thank you.
Appreciate that donation. Brings us to 383317.
Nice.
Beautiful.
Yeah, keep those donations coming. I'm going to put the donate link in the chat there. And we'll be right back with Breath of the Wild. Stay tuned.